Okay, we wanted to talk a little bit of baseball with you, and then we got some fun stuff on the back half of this. But just as you
Yeah.
went through some of the draft process and as you were working your way through getting up to the draft, when you went through some of these meetings, especially with the Mariners, what did you take away after sitting down with those guys?
Yeah, the Mariners. So I had little notes for myself, just afterwards, writing down all like kind of what happened, who was there, how the conversation go, and overall the Mariners were my favorite team, especially. Yeah, I just felt like I was a part of a bigger family, and it really proved itself afterwards. I got after the draft, I have all these players and staff members, coaches reaching out to me, congratulating me, wishing they'd see me soon, excited to play with me, and I just think that's like the most important part, is establishing these connections with all these people. It was cool, just as a young kid, you watch these guys on TV and then realize they're texting you congratulations, and it was unbelievable, just a moment that really set pretty well in my heart, just knowing like I'm welcomed here, and it was just we like clicked. Me, Scott, Scott's my boy. We talked about uh just my plate appearances. Talked about my approach, my defense approach, how I want to change things, and I just think I think it was great. So I wrote them down as a 10 out of 10.
And you get to take the annual trip to T-Mobile Park as all the first round picks get to. You get to take batting practice, you get to suit up, you get to meet all the players. What was your favorite part of
Mhm.
that?
My favorite part is always talking to the fans. It was cool hitting BP there. It was cool taking ground balls. It was cool doing all this stuff. But I think it was more cool just kind of meeting all the fans, signing autographs, taking pictures. Afterwards, after the game, we were waiting for our Uber, and just all the people coming up to me, knowing who I was, asking for pictures and autographs. I love that, and I love giving back to them. I love talking to them, telling them how this process goes, because when I was a kid, I like to go back to that, because when I was a kid, I was watching these guys and wondering how to get there and wondering what it's like. That's why I've been making videos. I've been kind of documenting my whole process, just so people can understand like what's happening and how it works.
Okay, you're talking about making videos. I want to put a pin in that. But one more question I had before that is, who'd you get to meet when you were there in Seattle, at least players wise?
Yeah. I've basically met the whole team. Um, First person I met was JP Crawford. I met Kyle Raleigh, Ty France, Jared Kelnick, and then I think walking back to the locker room is when I met Julio Rodriguez. He was kind of just like walking he's kind of just walking in the hallway, and I was like, "Yo," and he like put his hand out. He was like, "I'm Julio." That's all he said, and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I know, I know." And then he was like, come with me. So then I went with him. We went to batting cages. Then went back to the training room, and then eventually I met kind of the rest of the players, Teoscar Hernandez. But I think the coolest one, kind of, I sat down and talked with Colton Wong. And I sat down for it was like 30 minutes. We kind of just like I talked through him about through a lot of things, through the process, through like what it was like getting traded, what is like kind of getting to the process, that moment. So that was really cool, just kind of getting a bigger understanding of what happens. But meeting all those guys, the pitchers too, met Logan Gilbert. He texted me, which is that was pretty cool. So just that whole team, like it felt like I played there already.
So you can experience it firsthand now. I mean, just as two people who have done some stuff in the media, we see it from afar, but you've kind of gotten to see it as a player. Not only are these guys playing really well right now, but it seems like it's a really, really easy group of guys to root for too, which is why I feel like a lot of people are attached to them and connected to them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, they're playing like stupid good. Like we have TVs on in our locker room, and we see them playing, and obviously I get all the notifications on they win another game or they sweep another team. So it's cool just seeing like all of us kind of coming together, and we're all winning games at every affiliate. So that's pretty cool.